Welcome to Flippin' Disc Golf. I'm your host, John Karwacki. It's time for me to step away from the store, Cape Fear Games, where I work, and check in with one of our sponsor players, Deron Webb. So I'm going to cross the bridge from Wilmington over into Leland and check out the new course that he's designed over there. Check out the property, walk with him a little bit, and do a little bit of an interview. Victor's going to get some drone footage of the holes, which I will probably tease somewhat in this video. And Phil's going to be our cameraman today, so let's go check him out. Yeah!
Nice shot, dude.
Nice putt. I like the one way. I'm here with Deron Webb, course designer for the Leland Disc Golf course at Founders Park, and now the disc golf designer at the second course in Leland, although the first one's closed.
First one's now gone, yeah.
Do we have a name yet for this?
Well, we're going very simple. The Leland Disc Golf Course.
I like it.
Very generic.
I like it. Very, very simple.
But yeah.
So you designed, we'll do a little history lesson here. So how did the first Leland Disc Golf Course come into play?
Oh man, well I basically Founders Park is my backyard, and I live right across the street from it, and me and my boys would go over and play disc golf. And I was probably about a year into disc golf. And so I was using trees, trash cans, poles, whatever I could find as baskets, or as targets.
Just like it started.
Just like it started. And a vision came to me, just like I started seeing holes. And so I went and I just emailed the Parks and Rec for town of Leland and said, hey, what do you think about putting a disc golf course in over here at the Founders Park? And they were telling me like, well, we've talked to other disc golfers, but never thought we had enough room. And I was like, he goes, but if you think we do, come over and talk to us. I was in there the next day, and we were at a round table, me and a couple of guys from the town, and it just started from there. And June of 2018, we had the baskets installed and first day of play.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was great.
Felons. Nice shot. All right, so when you set up the original course at Founders Park, what did you have to do to set up that course?
Very little. Basically, the fairways were already there. The basket placements were just kind of like next to the targets that I was actually shooting at, kind of what I saw. The only real clearing that we really did was on hole 5.
Yeah, that little
down in the woods. It was really heavily wooded with vines and stuff all on the left side. I did have a little bit of a lane on the right, but and so when we came in one day and just cleared out that one side, it opened up both ways for forehand and backhand. That was really the major work that we did on it.
So you were just laying out from existing property, just looking for shots and lines that you had already tried out before.
Exactly.
All right, so that's a little bit different than this course, isn't it?
Very different, yes.
All right. Two stock hyzers to start off. I'm gonna throw a baseball. Ooh. I swear to God, if you ace during this, that would be so cool. I'm gonna go EMAC Truth here, so not quite Rock 3-ish.
That looks good, John. Yes, sir.
It'll putt. So how thick was this when it started?
This was so thick when we first started, you couldn't walk through it. You could walk probably 10 feet where this little first opening was. After that, there was vines, there was trees. It was so thick you couldn't really walk through it without, having to really cut stuff out of your way.
So you and the crew cleared all these fairways?
Yeah, we were lucky enough that we had a skid steer that we had a big forestry mulcher on the front of it, and one of my guys, Chris, Manning, he never run it before, but he picked up on it like this and went to town on it. And I just said, go in and start cutting. And when he got to a spot, he's like, where do you want me to go next? I would just say, point him this way and just making paths, basically just to see what we could find down here. And then things started forming and we just started cleaning it up after that. Nope, didn't turn on me today. There you go.
Holy smokes, go in.
Get in. Oh, that much, man.
So I know, to me, the biggest difference between this course and the original course at a different site is the fact that you got to design this course the way you wanted to.
Yeah, I really got to use my artistic skills on this one, just because there was nothing here. It was a canvas, blank canvas basically, and I was able just to cut into it and make it how I wanted it.
Nice.
And I think, from what everybody's been saying, it's a pretty good layout.
I love it.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, the designer left that one tree there just to thwart you.
Well, thanks.
That's what they do.
Now, originally we had it more over to the right.
Yeah, I remember it being more to the right.
It was so close to the hole 4 tee box that we decided it best to move it further over to the left.
Ooh. Now you can get sneaky over there and still have a look.
I think you can get sneaky through there.
Oh, I got sneaky through there for sure.
Backhand shot's tricky. I knew we were going to get planes today. I really knew we were going to get planes today. Get in.
Oh, you see how I threw in a little bit of the old course up in here?
The drum.
Oh! Hey, yeah, get that.
The camera, video on the camera.
I mean, it's not hard to find hole 5, but yeah, it's there.
I didn't think it. That's the only...
There's 2 of them. I have the hole 5 and hole 6 signs that are like
for
that.
going in the woods,
For
out of
going
the
in,
woods.
yeah.
So this is the old sign from old hole 5 to direct you into the woods.
Yeah, it came off of right there off of hole 4.
Right off hole 4.
basket.
Yeah, I
Showed you to
remember
go
that
to the basket, and then when you had to come out of the woods, you had to go across behind 9 to get to 6. So there was a hole 6 sign there. So that's the only 2 things really, other than some of the tee pads, of the materials come from the other course. So just thought I'd throw it up there to kind of put the 2 together.
A little bit of the old,
A little bit of the new, yep.
Awesome. It's tight on the top.
So you want me to do a hole breakdown on this
Designer hole breakdown.
one? Okay. So this is hole 5. This was one of the trickiest holes to design because I had to get coming from one direction back up the other direction. It's 172 feet. It's a dog leg right. Very tight tunnel at the top. You almost don't see the gap from here, but there actually is a gap. So there is a gap on the left, and there is kind of a inside line if you get sneaky through the trees. And it'll put you right there on the basket. So let's see how we work it out. I'm gonna go that outside route.
Okay.
That's my plan. Well, I went the inside route. And I'm right by the basket.
That's line number 3.
Well, that's actually, the basket's right there. Right
I know.
where I went in. So it's
I
like
wonder.
right there.
I wonder if I could go. I'm not going to do that.
There's sneaky holes through there. It's just,
Yeah, there
you gotta
is.
get lucky. There it is.
That's the long gap. The problem is that's a long putt.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Even then, it's still tricky. That line that I hit,
Yeah.
that was a miss my line. But there is holes that you can get through.
So how long till you started clearing property out here?
Well, I was out here first of all up on the top where the more open holes were, and that was just kind of easy. And then we were given the okay just to bring that machine down here and start going to town. So to cut all this out, probably with the machine, I would give it a solid 2.5, 3 weeks if we worked every day on that. That's what kind of averaged out to be. But doing this by hand,
There's no way.
I'd have been here till next year doing it. So Because if you look over here where my son Langston is, right here,
Yeah. Go ahead and show that one.
what's behind him, that's what everything was down here. That's what we had to deal with.
It's a camera jinx right there.
On the camera. So there's still a lot of this to be cleaned up, but I figured as we play, we'll have more and more people picking up sticks as we play.
Yep.
And the more foot traffic, it's going to beat it down. It's going to break down. I want you to take that and show you where my disc landed.
Yeah, and yours, Phil. Everybody had a better shot than I did. Although I hit my line.
I went outside of that.
So Darren, you're parked right there, aren't you?
That's yeah, I'm like
And
5
then,
feet.
And then Phil threw. So you threw the designer line. Phil threw the inside line.
I threw right here.
I
Yeah, you
threw
can
the
through here.
outside line.
So this is the, yeah. So this is the inside line he was talking
Yeah,
about
show
right
that.
here.
Show the inside
This
line
is the
here.
outside. Okay, so right here, this little triangle is the outside line that we're looking at. If you come to the left of this tree here, that's kind of like the inside. But then over here, you just got to poke and hope. Yeah, I mean, what I threw was not skill; it was all luck. So
Hey,
that's part of
disc
the
golf,
game.
you
That's
gotta
part
have
of
a
the
little bit of
game.
luck.
Part of the game.
Darn right it is. Been quite a part of my game. Good birdie.
Thank you.
At least it stopped it.
Come on.
I feel like this is a tricky shot too. Like I want to be able to throw. I wish the tee pad was over where you're standing, Darren, in that gap.
It makes it easier.
I know it makes it easier. That's why I like it over there.
Well, if you want me to talk about this, I can talk about it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's about to get loud.
So this is hole 6. This is one of my favorite aesthetically looking holes. Originally, this tee box was right up by that pine tree, which made it really an easy shot. You had a straight line to the basket. You had a little gap between some trees. That was the ace line on it. But in order to keep it safer for the players, to keep from hole 5 coming up this way, hitting people on the tee box, we moved it back. And
I still wish it was further to the right because it'd be a straighter shot.
yeah, some people like it further over here, but it'd just be a lot easier. It's the second to shortest hole on the course. It's 167 feet. You've really got to get a line kind of straight down right to the left of the pine tree you see out behind me, the big one, in the middle of the fairway. I'm really waiting for when everything blooms up to see the vegetation that grows back after we've come through here, because I haven't seen it like that yet, because we started this in the fall when everything was down on the ground already. So
I'm interested to see how people play this because you can just play 20 feet right of the basket and have a 20-foot putt.
Yeah.
And it's just an easy shot. Like you don't have to attack the basket
yeah,
to score on this hole.
I mean, there is a small gap to the right of that tree, but not much.
No.
You got to get lucky through there, but basically you just got to try to throw it straight up the middle. Let's see what we can do.
There's a gap over there, but not much.
Not
you heard it
much.
from the designer.
You have to have it. You
He
have to
wanted
have
to
it
show
more
you.
on angle.
He wanted to show you where that was. All right, so I'm gonna play the safe play.
Okay.
It's what I can get in the fairway, ish.
There you go.
That's the safe
Yeah.
shot. I think I got a 22-foot
Well, my
putt.
favorite part of the hole is this tree that's kind of been pushed over in a storm
Yeah.
a couple years ago, and it kind of just frames it up and tunnels the whole hole, but the tree is still alive. So I can't wait till that vegetation grows back on it.
It's like old school. The old course had a lot of low ceilings to make you throw low.
Yeah, this
and
one
this
you have
one
to throw low.
is
Definitely.
kind of reminiscent of that.
Yeah. Well, originally originally I was going to put
Yeah.
another part of fence behind that, but
Well,
that doesn't stop anything from coming from top.
What you would have it's rare that somebody would throw like a spike hyzer that would come down and like, you know, kind of embed in somebody's skull. But what you could get is it taps a tree and then like flops like a lame duck to the bottom.
Yeah.
Did you go long?
Wow.
Get it.
That's,
It rolled out in the opening for you.
yeah.
You got to shoot where he's at. Man, I thought that was perfect. The line was perfect.
Good birdie, Langston. Yeah.
So you're back on the path to the next hole.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, you just like, where does it come out?
I don't know where it came through.
I think it came through here, but
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then it came out
That's nuts.
from right there.
But see, this is the safe play. This is why I like this hole. Because I can just pop something easy right out here.
Yep.
And if I can actually make a putt,
Yeah.
which I can today, right now, then I'm still solid. So one of the things, and we'll see with the flyover, one of the things I love about this hole is you can throw like hyzer flip turnover. You can go straight up hyzer, try to go around those trees. But I love it because, you know, you like me throw a lot of forehands.
Mm-hmm.
I love the forehand line.
Yeah, I've thrown the forehand line a couple times on here, but I've been testing my distance on my backhand a lot with this one because I can let it loose. And I've actually gripped it before and
So longest
way over there.
longest hole at the old course was 320, right? The one on at
Yeah.
9.
Yep.
That was the longest hole, but it
320.
was a mando tree. It was a low ceiling
Low
at the
ceiling,
end.
Mando, lots
Yeah.
of trees. There was guardian trees at the end. Yeah.
And so this one's about 300, right?
This one is, yes, right around 300 feet.
And then next hole, hole 7.
It's about the size of, it was about the length of 9. So,
Okay.
Well, actually, I believe this one's about 285, 290, something like that, and the next one's actually 300.
But still, and room
It's
to
still-
work.
You have a lot
Room
of
to
room
work.
to play, left, right, straight, up. I mean, you got nothing in the way,
So
except till you get to the circle 1 when you have some guardian trees.
So you've got more technical holes here, plus you've got some real wide open holes,
I do.
not the short wide open holes that we have.
Exactly. Yeah, we have some really long. You can just let it loose here.
Back here, Phil.
can come
Phil,
over here
be
this-
back over this way, because he's going to go hyzer. He's going to go. Probably going to flip this pretty good too. Oh, we're ready.
Yeah.
You try not to flip it. It's carrying nicely.
Look at that. Come in. Yes, sir. That's circle's edge.
Strong headwind.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's circle's edge on it.
Yeah. Ballista?
Yes.
Oh, I see it.
This is hole 8. This is 300 feet, and you've got a mando to the left. And the only thing that mando is really protecting is from hole 9's tee box. If you really grip it from here, you can get the tee box, so it protects them a little bit. But what you got to do is just a straight shot, straight down through all the pecan trees. Pecan, I don't know how you say it. But you got a drop zone right next to the mando tree, so let's see what we can do here. It's a great forehand shot. You got lots of room.
Yeah.
Way out to the left and come back. I like to kind of go right at that one-way sign, which is my mando sign, and let it fade back in. So we'll see what happens here. Get her off.
Get at it. Take 2.
Take 2. There it is, Phil.
Good tree.
Another one of my favorite things about hole 8 is that you're throwing through a bunch of pecan trees. So you get a fresh snack. See those? There's some bigger ones around here.
Can't believe you're
They're
showing us
pecans.
your nuts on camera.
Well, you know. If I can't show them on your camera, where can I show them? I don't know.
That's fair. All right, I hit
Grab
both
that
trees,
disc for
right?
me.
I got
Yeah.
I got an orange and a blue.
All right.
All right, this is the recovery upshot portion of the.
Well, right at the tree.
I've never thrown a backhand harp upshot, so let's try it.
Around the tree, huh?
Yeah, it's exactly where I was aiming.
Good shot. Hey, it worked.
It's not at all where I was aiming. I was aiming at the tree to let it fall
Langston,
back
you got
over,
my
but
disc? Okay.
I'll take it. You got to focus on the basket.
Yeah.
Twice or it's luck. That's a gimme for the course designer.
Gimme.
Oh, the headwind knocked, or the tailwind knocked it down too.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, that looks so good. Get it up, Phil.
Did you crack it open and eat it? Yeah. Yeah, there's a... Oh, you'll find a bunch of them over there. This is hole 9. It's 197 feet. It's downhill, which you don't get a lot of that here in
Coastal
South
North Carolina.
coastal
yeah.
North Carolina, except you go to Arrowhead, you might get a couple things here.
There's one hill.
One hill, yeah. This is just kind of a gradual downhill. It goes to the right. It funnels all into the little bowl. You've got to really have either a backhand that'll turn over and come back, or it's a forehand shot that'll just kind of stall out and just drop down in there. So I'm going to throw the Mind Bender. See it? Oh, woo. Got it from Cape Fear Games.
What's that?
What's that? #1 disc golf store in Wilmington. The Southeast is what I'm saying.
I'm good with that.
You good with that? All
I'm
right.
good with that.
This will cut.
Oh wow, go in. Oh, you hit the last tree. Okay. Smart play.
Good shot. The rough is near impossible to get out of. No pressure though.
It's all right.
Yeah, you went over top of it all.
Darren,
Yeah,
how many holes? Now we had 9 at Founders Park.
right?
Single set of tee pads, so you just play it twice for your 18.
Sure.
How many holes do you have out here?
We have 12.
That's a unique number.
Yeah.
So why 12?
Why 12? Why not 12? No, if you look at the history of why there's 18 and 9 holes of golf and everything and all that, it started back in St. Andrews at the birthplace of ball golf.
Right.
I think they originally had somewhere in like 22, 23, 24 holes, something like that. And there was a land dispute between some of the landowners and the golf course. And the landowners won, so they took the other holes out and ended up with 18, and it just kind of stuck. So I figured, you know, why can't you be 12?
I
think it's a good number, because sometimes 9's not enough, sometimes 18's too much.
It's exactly.
So if,
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to play a lot, you play it twice. You've done something. That's 24 holes of golf out here. So
Heck yeah.
I'm throwing a putter with forehand.
Yeah.
Nice shot, dude.
Nice putt.
What are you doing there?
What am I doing? I was going to tell you about this. This was at Founders Park, and it took us a while to figure it out, but it came from the factory with the wrong size chains on the outside. Inside it's supposed to be, I think, 18 or 19. It's like 22 or 24 on the outside, and these are both the same size, so when you hit it, it makes it sound a little different than the other baskets. has a little bit of different sound. That was something we found out. I think it was me and not me and Richard, me and Jake were playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, why does that basket sound so different than anything else? And he goes, I don't know. And we looked at it, it's like, look at the chains, they're all the same size. John was just asking me, I think he played here with me on a test run.
I played New Year's Day when we did it, and we had like 30 people out here
Yeah, there's
testing
30
it out.
people out here testing it out, just trying to get feedback from the local players. And we originally had the tee box set up right here.
Yeah.
And so if you look down, it makes it considerably a bit longer, but you have that first initial turn that goes that way. So people were actually really trying to get something off the tee box to get down to the basket, and they were hitting these trees left and right, and they were kicking to hole 11's fairway. And I originally thought I had it at a par 4, and I changed it to a 3 when I moved it up to kind of protect hole 11 from that.
Yeah.
It
makes it
and
a straighter shot.
now it makes it a straighter shot, and you're not having to empty into that fairway on accident and stuff like that.
This was a tight layup with a mid-range or a putter
Yeah.
on a path that was only 7 feet wide,
Yeah.
really. And then you're into brush and
Right,
obstructed and
and
all kinds of stuff.
now it's only, sorry, I'm gonna have to cheat, 257 feet.
And it's a straighter shot.
And it's a straight shot.
Well,
so
it's a straight look.
It's a straight look at it.
Yeah.
Tight fairway. But we have.
Let's walk up to the new tee pad.
Yeah, let's walk up new tee pad. New tee pad.
Yeah, because the fairway is like this wide down there, and
All
you're
the
trying
way.
to have to hit it from back there.
Yeah, pretty much all the way down.
And now you've got. Well, let me walk to the front of that tee pad, and you got a straight look at this sucker.
You got a
now.
straight look at it now. For me, I've been able to take my Rock 3 and put it right down there by the basket.
Yeah.
If I put something on it.
I'm an EMAC truther, so
Fair?
hex, compass.
Everybody has their own thing.
Four
right?
different shots.
And what are
four
you
different
throwing,
players.
little guy?
Diamond.
A diamond.
On a forehand.
What else?
I like it.
Good shot.
Got a little breezy.
So whole layout is 257 feet straight. Well, it kind of has a curve to it, but you can look at it, it's straight at it. Behind it is Sturgeon Creek, so you don't want to go past it too far because you'll be in the marsh area. So as you can see, what we did to kind of give it a good look was just to take the logs and the trees that we cut down through here and put them along the fairways to kind of frame it out. Now tell you the thing about this fairway is that it's probably the only one that we didn't have to cut anything out of.
Okay.
Now, history of this property, I can't remember the guy's name now, but anyway, he owned it and he had a hydroponic type of garden down here by the creek. And so he had this as a road to get down to his garden, basically. And up on top used to be Ronco trailer park sales.
Yeah, mobile home.
And
Yeah.
mobile homes, and they were all falling apart and everything. So if you see the property then, what it is now, it's a complete, Dr. Jekyll Hyde thing, going on there. So
Quite the transformation.
yeah.
Oh wow. And you've got bailout room to the left too, if you wanted to put an alternate pin in here.
Yeah, originally off to the left of the green down there was another hole layout, but I couldn't get the
Oh wow.
Do it for me. Do it. Do it.
oh, good shot.
Ah.
But I couldn't get the layout right. There it is.
There it is. Yes.
Perfect. Great shot.
I really probably won't reach with this actually.
Stay off it.
No.
Oh,
that's
good.
okay. That's okay.
Oh, you're like
Yeah.
edge sir.
I guess if I had shot clean here, I'd have been okay.
Yeah.
This is not what I usually putt with from here, but get it.
Oh.
Try though.
Yeah, it was a good run.
This might be my favorite one.
Alright, come on, buddy.
Yeah, I thought this was probably going to be my favorite hole. It's still, I mean, I like them all, but this one was originally my favorite.
Yeah, I like this.
But having to shorten it kind of
Yeah, it kind of shortened it. It kind of made me a little upset. Not really upset, but kind of about it.
It shapes differently.
Yeah.
You can try to putt with the bag and the camera again.
He missed it again. Third time.
Jeez.
I got claws.
Watch out, he keeps track of
That's
you.
a tap in.
All right.
Drone operator. Finishing
Yes,
up
sir.
strong.
Yeah, this could either be, well, what I was thinking right here, hole 5 is right over there where that bench is, you
Right.
can see through the woods. I was actually thinking this was originally going to be a hole going here up to where hole
too far
basket
away.
5 is.
Oh, okay.
So this originally was going to be hole 5's tee box, or not, I don't know if it was hole 5, but it was going to be going from here up to where hole 5's basket is now.
Gotcha.
So what I'm thinking in the future is to have a path come through here to get you to this basket for an alternate basket 4-5. Like a pro box or something,
Nice.
because you could come back here and you got, it's a crazy shape if you look at it from over here. It gives some difficulty.
It almost becomes like a training course with being able to throw different shots.
Yes.
And 12 gives you a
That could
good
be
mix.
hole right
Yeah.
Well, Diavolo in Cary is 22.
Yeah, it's 22.
De La Viega, that's what, 24, 27? I think it's 24.
Well, if I could have added a hole here, I would have had 13. But I've got,
That's a weird
yeah, it's a weird number.
That's a weird number.
But I've got, what is it? 6 more baskets
Right.
that the town owns that we can use.
Well, here
So-
you get a swamp hole.
Yeah, that's the swamp. So you don't want to. I'm hoping that when the summer hits and the bugs and mosquitoes come out, that's not too bad down here. But that's a tall order, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks, though.
Got what, 2 paths here around? This path gets you off the hole, but there's a shortcut there too. I can't wait till the parking lot gets packed down a little bit too.
Yeah, it's
That was kind of
soft.
soft with my little car.
Yeah, it's a little soft.
Did you move the basket for this one too, or is it in the same spot?
Yes, I moved the basket here too. I'll talk
You
about it.
lousy weasel.
I know. So here we are at hole 11. This is the shortest hole on the course. And originally, you had this tight tunnel, and it was another probably 20, 25 feet to the left. The reasoning for moving it this way was, again, people were getting too close to 12's basket or a tee box
Right.
for people teeing off. And there's some options of putting another tee box over here, which gives you a tighter line, some more trees and stuff to go through. But this is pretty much, this and hole 5 were the 2 holes that we really had to bring in a lot of dirt to actually put down in the fairway because of the wetness that we had. All this over here is really soft and wet. Any equipment we brought down here would get stuck. As you can see, why the trees are still left laying over. We couldn't get in there to clean it out. So now you've got a little shot. It just kind of just goes down and just dies out and hopefully into the basket.
I like it.
All right. Get off it. Nope.
That's the shot.
Yep.
Watch your head.
Yeah, it's
I
right
mean, like
there.
literally watch your head. You were that close.
4 foot from the basket. Yep.
Ooh,
Kick right, left.
that's fine though.
I'm gonna throw one more.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna throw one more here.
You're putting from some stuff, but it's fine.
Ah,
Yeah, I see how much they want.
look at that kick.
You know, if the designer took out those vines,
You
you
know how
missed
hard
those
it
and
is
going
to get
around
all
that
those
tree
vines?
instead
You know
of
how
hitting
hard
the
it is to
vines.
get all those vines out of the tree?
Yeah.
We had our tractor out here tying a strap to them and then pulling them, yanking them down.
Nothing.
And they're, well, yeah, we were pulling them down, but they would break off at a certain height and you couldn't reach them anymore, so.
Watch out.
Where did I kick over to? Over in there, right?
Yeah, you're right up to there where Manny's at.
Oh, okay.
You're in there.
Where?
All the spider webs out.
Great.
Thank you. It's very much a service.
The noble service you're doing there.
Oh. Oh, this is sketchy as crap. Oh, that's okay. I'm good here. Phil taught me how to do that.
We're playing again. I won't play this one.
Oh, that's my, Langston, go grab that disc for me. That pink one over there.
Yeah. Save your dad's knees.
Well,
How important is it to have disc golf back in Leland? Because the course closed in what, October? Late September, early October?
right around the middle of September, I
Middle of
think.
September.
Yeah, that's when
It's
we
been
started.
almost 6 months we've been
Yeah,
without
that's
disc
when we
golf in Leland.
started the light
Christmas
decorations
light
and
set,
stuff at Founders Park. Yeah.
So how important is it to have it back?
Well,
You want that? I don't think anyone's going to.
important wise, I think
Yeah.
it's important because there's so many people who live right here in this area who are looking for something more local, and there's been a big following of people who are playing here in this area. Not only that, the town was really on the ball about trying to get one going again because they knew from the traffic at Founders Park how much it was important to people here. So having something else for them to do recreational for all ages and all skill levels is a great thing to have here in Leland again. So with that being said, this is our last hole, hole 12.
Yep.
I saved the longest hole for the last hole. So if you're not tired of going through all the woods and everything and open shots, you have a 450-foot par 4. It's fairly straight. I mean, it's a slight dog leg left, but not much. You're throwing uphill to begin with, which adds distance to the hole. You've got to get to the opening at the top, and then it's just a wide open shot from there. It's a par, like I said, it's a par 4. It's an easy par 4. It's
Were there any par 4s at Leland, the old course?
No, it was all par 3s.
This is the first Leland par 4.
First Leland par 4. I'm going to guess that this hole could be eagled by some of our big arm throwers like
Yeah.
Carson Ham, Alex Wetherill, some of those other guys, you know. It's an easy birdie though. Let me say, it's you can get 2 good shots, you can get up in the circle, an easy birdie. So let's see what
Good
we
one.
got, you guys. Think.
Ding.
Fun.
All right. That's what you do not want to do.
I think your knee's getting tired.
Well, yeah, what's left of it.
You want to see something else you don't want to do? I'm going to throw a big forehand flex. We'll see how this goes. No, I mean, I'm out there, but I didn't.
Yeah, that wind's going to push you way over on
Wow,
hole 8
yes, it will.
fairway. I think it's pushing us that way.
Yeah.
That's the way it was going.
Stable or understable?
Yeah, stable.
That was nice.
There you
'cause
go,
that's
Manny.
if it pans out, even if it doesn't, he's online.
Now, when you go up out of the hole here, to the left, still another 50, 60, 75 feet maybe. There's still some trees to pass.
Right.
Get through. There you go. That's a perfect shot right there.
That's a
That's
pine tree
perfect.
breaker, not just a cloud breaker.
Yeah.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, you're wide open.
Darren,
Yes.
what's your favorite part about this course?
Favorite part about this course? It's my course. No, I mean, I enjoy building them, designing them, but the best part about it is watching the people play. Me being working for the town and driving up and down Village Road for 3 or 4 times a day, seeing nobody out here, it kind of hurts my feelings.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still, the
In the circle. Yeah. That's another thing, you know, you thought the wind was always playing around with you at Founders Park coming off that number 8 and everything. The wind out here is going to wreck some scores and hurt some people's feelings.
Is that because it's a little bit more open?
It's open. It's you got wide open area. It's just, and of course right now, you know, this is springtime, so that's when all the wind is blowing and the rain's supposed to be here. But I'm just glad the rain's not here yet.
Summertime?
It might. It will. But like over at Founders, we always had, for most days playing, we always had a few days that were really windy, and it was always changing the game. So.
Not bad drive.
This is your drive?
My drive.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
I know. This is fun.
Yes, sir. Woo! Come on, drop. There you go.
Nice shot. Oh, stay up. Get in.
Oh,
Good line. I'm probably still out. Woohoo! Twice hurts luck.
I'll make it 3. Got it.
Oh, that was
hard.
so
That
nice
wind
and
was blowing
floaty.
Just right.
Thank you for showing me 2 ways to lay up.
Nice up shots here.
2 ways to lay up.
Did you throw 2 or did he throw 1?
I just threw one.
I was telling Phil a while ago, but he asked me what my favorite part about this course was, and I said just being able to see it full of people, which I haven't seen yet. So I'm waiting for that day, which should be here in the next couple of days. Hopefully our town staff attorney will get the ball rolling on that. We get the sign up that we need for liability purposes. But yeah, that's my favorite thing I'm looking forward to, is just seeing a bunch of people out here every day playing.
So has it been harder to design the course or keep people off of it until it's ready?
The design part was the fun part. I'll say it that way. The keeping the people off of it until we're open has been the hard part. The most frustrating part of it, even though we have it roped off and signs up and things posted on Facebook and on UDisc and everything else, people are just too excited and they can't contain themselves. So it is what it is. We do the best we can.
I appreciate you showing us around here today, and
I appreciate it.
hopefully it'll give people a little bit of a taste if they haven't been out here, or if they're not from the area and they visit when the course is open. They'll
Yeah.
get to be able to check it out. So that's not a full preview. I'm sure you'll be able to see that on Web Sling and Disc Golf.
Yep.
On YouTube will be all of the flyovers that Victor has done here with the drone, and a little bit more about the course. We wanted to feature one of our Cape Fear Games sponsored players, Deron Webb. Azalea Am coming up.
I'm coming up
Get ready for
at the
that.
end of the month. It's going to be my last little bit of tournament play before I have my knee replaced.
But I'm sure you'll catch him out here at the Leland Disc Golf Course.
Yeah, I'll be here.
And so until next time, grow the sport,
Yep.
grow disc golf.
And keep flipping those discs.
Keep Fear Games.
So Victor, have you played this one time? Ooh, that had a really good
Oh.
snap. Oh, Black Ace won.
You threw it further than I did.
Wow.
First ace will be a black
I
ace.
thought we're
Hey,
stable.
hey, that's a nice pull, man.
Because we're stable.
Here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Is he going?
I got that camera.
Did you really? Son of a.
no, not one of the new pink.